Hello everyone and welcome back. Today, I want you to try something different. If you understand English but still feel nervous when you try to speak, this lesson is for you. Maybe you know many English words. Maybe you can understand movies, videos, or simple conversations. But when someone asks you a question in English, you suddenly start thinking in your own language. You think about the sentence, you translate it, you check the grammar, you worry about mistakes. And by the time you are ready to speak, the conversation has already moved on. Today, we are going to change that habit. For the next 30 days, don't translate everything in your head. Just listen, understand the meaning, repeat what you hear, and speak. You do not need perfect English to start speaking English. You need practice. So take a deep breath, relax, and listen carefully. Let's begin. Imagine you are sitting in a small coffee shop in Chicago. You walk inside and someone smiles at you. The person says, "Good morning. How are you doing?" Now don't translate the sentence word by word. Just understand the meaning. They are asking about you. You can simply say, "I'm doing great." How about you? That's it. No complicated grammar, no difficult vocabulary. Just a natural response. Now repeat after me. I'm doing great. How about you? I'm doing great. How about you? Very good. This is how we want your brain to work. You hear English. You understand English. You respond in English. You don't stop to translate every word. Let's try another situation. You are walking into a grocery store in New York. A worker says, "Can I help you find something?" Don't translate every word. Understand the situation. Someone wants to help you. You can say, "Yes, I'm looking for some milk." Repeat, "Yes, I'm looking for some milk." Again, "Yes, I'm looking for some milk." Excellent. Now imagine the worker says, "It's in aisle 5. You can say, "Thank you." That's a complete conversation. You don't need a long sentence. You don't need advanced vocabulary. You need confidence. And confidence comes from repetition. For the next 30 days, your goal is not to become perfect. Your goal is to become comfortable hearing English, comfortable repeating English, comfortable speaking English. Let's imagine that today is day 1. On day 1, don't worry about speaking fast. Listen slowly, listen carefully. Repeat simple sentences. For example, I wake up early, I drink coffee, I take a shower, I get dressed, I eat breakfast, I go to work, I come home, I make dinner, I watch TV, I go to bed. These sentences may look very easy. That's exactly why they are useful. You don't need difficult English all the time. You need English that you can actually use. Now let's make the sentences more natural. I usually wake up early. I usually drink coffee in the morning. I take a quick shower. Then I get dressed. I have breakfast before I leave. I go to work around 8. I usually come home around 6. I make dinner when I get home. After dinner, I relax for a while. Then I go to bed. Listen again. Don't translate. Just listen. I usually wake up early. I usually drink coffee in the morning. I take a quick shower. Then I get dressed. I have breakfast before I leave. I go to work around 8. I usually come home around 6. I make dinner when I get home. After dinner, I relax for a while. Then I go to bed. Now speak with me. I usually wake up early. I usually drink coffee in the morning. I take a quick shower. Then I get dressed. I have breakfast before I leave. I go to work around 8. I usually come home around 6. I make dinner when I get home. After dinner, I relax for a while. Great. You just practiced English without translating. This is the habit we want to build. Now let's move to day 2. Today, imagine you meet a new person. They say, "Hi, I'm Sarah. Nice to meet you." You say, "Nice to meet you too." They ask, "Where are you from?" You say, "I'm from Dallas." They ask, "Do you live here?" You say, "Yes, I live nearby." They ask, "What do you do?" You say, "I work at a local company." They ask, "Do you like your job?" You say, "Yes, I do." It's pretty interesting. Notice something. You don't need complicated answers. You can speak naturally with simple English. Let's practice. Nice to meet you. I'm from Dallas. I live nearby. I work at a local company. I like my job. It's pretty interesting. Now, imagine the conversation continues. What do you like to do in your free time? You say, "I like watching movies and listening to music." What kind of movies do you like? "I like comedy movies." What's your favorite movie? "I don't really have one favorite. I like a lot of different movies." That sounds natural. You are not trying to sound like a textbook. You are having a conversation. That's the difference. Now let's talk about one of the biggest problems English learners face: fear. Many people are afraid of making mistakes. They think, "What if I say something wrong?" But think about a child learning to speak. A child doesn't wait until every sentence is perfect. A child tries. The child makes mistakes. The child listens. The child tries again. And eventually, speaking becomes natural. You need the same mindset. If you make a mistake, don't stop. Keep going. If you forget a word, use another word. If you don't know a perfect sentence, use a simple sentence. For example, maybe you forget the word delicious. You can say, "The food is really good." That's perfectly fine. Maybe you forget exhausted. Say, "I'm very tired." Communication is more important than perfection. Now imagine you are at a restaurant in Los Angeles. The server says, "Are you ready to order?" You say, "Yes, I am. What would you like?" "I'd like the chicken sandwich, please." "Would you like anything to drink?" "Yes, I'll have some water." "Anything else?" "No, that's all. Thank you." Listen, are these difficult sentences? No, but they are useful. Let's repeat. Are you ready to order? Yes, I am. What would you like? I'd like the chicken sandwich, please. Would you like anything to drink? Yes, I'll have some water. Anything else? No, that's all. Thank you. Excellent. This is how you should practice every day. Listen to a short conversation. Understand it. Repeat it. Then change a few words. For example, I'd like the chicken sandwich. Chant it. I'd like the vegetable soup. Again. I'd like the cheeseburger. Again. I'd like the salad. You are not memorizing grammar rules. You are training your mouth to produce English. That is important. Your brain may know English, but your mouth also needs practice. You need to create a connection between what you hear and what you say. That connection becomes stronger through repetition. Now imagine it is day 7. You have been listening every day. At first, speaking felt uncomfortable. Now you notice something. You can answer simple questions faster. Someone says, "How was your day?" Before, you might translate the question. Now you simply understand it. You say, "It was pretty good. I was busy, but everything went well." That's progress. Maybe someone asks, "What are you doing this weekend?" You say, "I'm planning to visit my friend." Maybe they ask, "Where does your friend live?" You say, "She lives about 30 minutes away." You are having a real conversation. You are not perfect, but you are communicating. And that's what matters. Now let's practice some everyday questions. How are you doing? What are you doing today? Where are you going? What time will you be back? Did you have breakfast? What did you eat? Are you busy right now? Do you need any help? What do you think? Are you ready? What happened? Why are you late? How was your weekend? What are your plans? What do you usually do after work? Listen to each sentence. Don't translate. Just imagine the situation. How are you doing? What are you doing today? Where are you going? What time will you be back? Did you have breakfast? What did you eat? Are you busy right now? Do you need any help? What do you think? Are you ready? What happened? Why are you late? How was your weekend? What are your plans? What do you usually do after work? Now answer them naturally. How are you doing? I'm doing pretty well. What are you doing today? I'm working from home today. Where are you going? I'm going to the store. What time will you be back? I'll be back around 7. Did you have breakfast? Yes, I had breakfast. What did you eat? I had eggs and toast. Are you busy right now? A little, but I have some free time. Do you need any help? Yes, that would be great. What do you think? I think it's a good idea. Are you ready? Yes, I'm ready. What happened? Nothing serious. Everything is okay. How was your weekend? It was great. I spent time with my family. What are your plans? I'm going to relax tonight. What do you usually do after work? I usually go home and relax. Very good. Now let's move forward. Day 15. You are halfway through your 30-day journey. This is where many learners stop. They think, I'm not improving fast enough. But improvement is not always visible every day. Imagine going to the gym. You exercise for one day. You look in the mirror. You don't see a huge difference. You exercise again. Still, nothing dramatic happens. But after weeks and months, your body becomes stronger. English works the same way. Every sentence you listen to is practice. Every sentence you repeat is practice. Every mistake you make is practice. Every conversation you attempt is practice. You are building a skill. Don't judge yourself after one day. Give yourself 30 days. Now let's practice a short story. Listen carefully. Don't translate. Just imagine the story. Emma lives in Seattle. Every morning she wakes up at 7. She makes coffee and opens the window. She likes quiet mornings. After breakfast, she gets ready for work. She takes the bus downtown. The bus is usually crowded, but Emma doesn't mind. She listens to English podcasts while she travels. At work, she talks to her coworkers. Sometimes she makes mistakes. Sometimes she forgets a word, but she keeps speaking. One morning, her coworker asks her, Emma, are you going to the meeting? Emma says, yes, I'll be there in a few minutes. Her coworker smiles and says, great. See you there. Emma walks into the meeting. She feels nervous, but she takes a deep breath. She listens. She speaks. She asks a question. And when the meeting ends, she feels proud. Not because her English was perfect. She feels proud because she spoke. That's the goal. Speak, even when you are nervous. Speak even when you make mistakes. Speak. Even when your sentence is simple, every time you speak, you become stronger. Now repeat powerful sentences. I don't need perfect English. I need regular practice. I can make mistakes and keep going. I can speak slowly. I can speak clearly. I can learn from every mistake. I don't need to translate everything. I can understand English directly. I can speak English with confidence. I am improving every day. Excellent. Now, day 20. Your English should start feeling more familiar. You may notice that some phrases come to your mind automatically. That's what we want. Instead of translating "Mujhe bhuk lagi hai," You want your brain to automatically think, I'm hungry. Instead of translating every part of mujhe samajh nahi aaya, you want to naturally say, I didn't understand. Instead of thinking about every word in aap kya kar rahe hain, you want to hear the idea and respond with, what are you doing? This takes time, but it is possible. You need to expose yourself to English every day. Listen while walking. Listen while cleaning. Listen while driving. Listen while relaxing. You don't always need a notebook. You don't always need a textbook. Sometimes you simply need your ears and your voice. Listen, repeat, speak, again, listen, repeat, speak. Now let's practice a natural conversation. Hey, how's it going? Pretty good. How about you? I'm doing well. What are you up to? I'm just getting some coffee. Nice. Are you working today? Yes, I have a busy day. Good luck. Thanks. I appreciate it. Listen again. Hey, how's it going? Pretty good. How about you? I'm doing well. What are you up to? I'm just getting some coffee. Nice. Are you working today? Yes. I have a busy day. Good luck. Thanks. I appreciate it. This is everyday English. You don't need to speak like a formal textbook. You need to speak like a real person. Now, day 25. You are getting close. This is the time to challenge yourself. Don't just repeat. Start creating your own sentences. If you hear, I went to the store yesterday, change it. I went to the park yesterday. I went to the library yesterday. I went to the restaurant yesterday. If you hear, I usually drink coffee in the morning, change it. I usually drink tea in the morning. I usually exercise in the morning. I usually read in the morning. This is how you turn listening into speaking. You listen to a sentence. You understand the pattern. Then you create your own sentence. You are training your brain to use English naturally. Now let's talk about day 30. Imagine yourself 1 month ago. Maybe you were afraid to speak. Maybe you translated every sentence. Maybe you waited too long before answering. Now imagine yourself today. Someone asks, how are you? You answer immediately. Someone asks, what did you do yesterday? You answer. Someone asks, what are your plans for tomorrow? You answer. Maybe you still make mistakes. That's okay. The goal was never perfection. The goal was progress. 30 days of listening. 30 days of repeating. 30 days of speaking. 30 days of refusing to give up. And now you know something important. You don't learn English only by studying English. You learn English by using English. You don't become confident before you speak. You become confident because you speak. So don't wait until your English is perfect. Don't wait until you know thousands of words. Don't wait until you understand every grammar rule. Start with what you know. Use simple English. Speak slowly. Listen carefully. Repeat often. And keep going. Now I want you to repeat these final sentences with me. I will not be afraid of mistakes. I will keep speaking. I will keep listening. I will practice every day. I will stop translating every sentence. I will learn to understand English naturally. I will use simple English. I will speak with confidence. I will improve one day at a time. I don't need to be perfect. I just need to keep going. My English is getting better. I can speak English. I can understand English. I can communicate in English. I will not give up. Excellent. Remember, your English journey doesn't end after 30 days. The 30 days are only the beginning. Keep listening, keep repeating, keep speaking. And one day you will notice something amazing. You will hear an English sentence and understand it immediately. Someone will ask you a question, and you will answer without translating. You will make a mistake, smile, and continue speaking. That is fluency growing, not perfection, not complicated grammar, not knowing every word. Real fluency is the ability to keep communicating. So from today, make one promise to yourself. When you hear English, don't panic, don't translate everything. Listen, understand the meaning. Repeat, speak. If you don't know a word, keep going. If you make a mistake, keep going. If someone speaks faster than you, listen again. If you feel nervous, take a breath and speak slowly. You are learning, you are improving, and every small conversation is taking you one step closer to the English speaker you want to become. So tomorrow, come back and practice again. The next day, practice again. And the day after that, practice again. 30 days can change the way you think about English. But only if you show up, don't wait for tomorrow. Start today, listen to English. Repeat English, speak English. And most importantly, believe that you can do it. You don't need to translate, just listen, just repeat, just speak, and keep going. You are closer than you think.